What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not even close. Before we get the show started, I just want to take a second to say a couple of things. First of all, thank you to everybody who made the last week Super Bowl Los Angeles, the Marriott Marina del Rey, so welcoming to all of us. As an homage to L.A., wearing the L.A. hat today and also the very same shirt that I got to compete in. Yes, the better half watched it. I'm not wearing a dirty shirt. But me and the Maestro doing work, AB and M Squared in Nashville. Then last night, our very first live watch party and all the tickets that we cashed. And we had a ton of plays last night. And it was so much fun in real time to watch the first play of the game as the Maestro cast 3 showdowns. And then to watch the first touchdown, and then to watch the different tickets that cast throughout the night. And then, of course, the 10,000 to 1 ticket that my man Prop Stars right there did not tell any of us about. And he cashed it because he successfully predicted the final score 23-20, and he cashed it at 10,000 to 1. Congratulations to Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP. But here at the show, it's a new day. It's a new energy because we're dividing the show into 2 parts, the football season and the non-football season. So today, I thought to myself, how do I get the energy back up? All of us have been working so many long hours. I was on the air 6.5 hours yesterday. My contacts wouldn't even go in my eyes this morning. I said, there's only one man, only one name that we could bring onto the show today to get us where we want to go. So ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, please welcome to the Early Edge, Mr. Chip Patterson. Good morning.
Coach, you locked me in a basement and you said it's time to transition to college hoops, my friend. You did good dropping winners all college football season. Let's flip that switch and let's get it going today.
Let me tell you right now, as many times and as many days as you can come on the show, you've got a seat. Now, live from New York City, he is Jay Smooth. What's good, man?
What's up, Coach? I love when Chip's on the show. He brings so much energy. Just wanted to say congratulations to everybody who participated in that awesome Super Bowl week. So much fun to watch and be a part of. Ready for some great February, March college basketball, though.
Hey, this is your time. This is your focus. Let's get it now. Also, he's an incredible college basketball handicapper. Do not let the sweet facade fool you. He's a savage. Zack Attack, live from Las Vegas. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's that time of year. We're going to buckle up. We're going to get some more wins. And then a couple of weeks, we're going into conference tournament action. And then, of course, the money time, March Madness.
Oh, he said it's money time. I like when he talks like that. And I guarantee you, we will have as many shows as it takes to get everybody ready for March Madness, conference week, all that kind of stuff. Now, I do have to take a second to give my complete and utter respect to this man who 8 days ago, I had never met in person. And then we meet, have a face-off, and go toe-to-toe. Event after event after event. So whenever I have a competitor that I respect, I always tip my cap. Maestro, had a great time with you in L.A.
Likewise, and congratulations on taking the first version, the first edition of our competitions. I hope they become annual. I hope we take it up a notch next time we meet.
Oh, there is no question about it. I mean, we're going to have a crew the next time. I mean, like 3 cameras shoot. AB, M Squared, not so much. But they were great playing pool and putt-putt and all that good stuff. Those were a blast. What do we say? Different seasons. So this is a new day, a new season. So it means new energy and new focus because we do this 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Let's get into our storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And I'm going to start with a little look back at everything Super Bowl betting-wise. So, Maestro, the floor is yours.
Yeah, it was a dream scenario for a lot of books because they hit the trifecta, the favorite not covering, the favorite winning, the favorite not covering, and the game going under. And that was a big move by our friend Craig Mucklow at Caesars, going down to, of course, he won all the Mattress Mac money, the $9.5 million on the Bengals money line, but going down to 3.5, the only book in the market. They took a lot of extra Rams money. Obviously, that didn't come in, but they did lose some big ones. OBJ 9-1 or 10-1 to catch the first touchdown. Caesars lost millions. Other books also got hit bad. And the other one that really hurt was that pass by Joe Mixon the third player to throw a pass over 2.5 pass attempts. That was another prop that really hurt the books. Overall, though, if you talk to the books today, they're pretty happy.
Yeah, I would say they're pretty happy. It was so crazy, too, because between RJ and I'm trying to think who else, we had a lot of those random props that as we were doing the shows, I was like, what? And then they all hit. It was just crazy watching just tick, tick, tick. RJ's a beast, man. He's an absolute beast. All right. That is the last time, I think, that we will mention the Super Bowl until the next Super Bowl, because I want to start looking forward. So, Jay Smooth, I know today you woke up and you said, wait a second. Now I'm in the starting 5. You're damn right you are. So now we got some tricky trends in college hoops. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, coach, getting off the bench here a little bit always fun, little nerves, but nah, we got this. So yeah, tricky trends. It's been tough in college basketball to go and just look for who's really hot, who's really cold. It can be a little annoying to say, a team's 0-7 with unders this year, like Austin P is at home. They have not gone over in any of their home games against conference opponents, but that shouldn't maybe make you go run to the line as quick as you can, because they've actually been playing this EIU team every year twice for the last 5 or 6 years. And in this matchup, the total has gone over 10 of the last 14 times. So you're taking an Austin P team that really can't seem to score normally, has a lot of their games go over, but now you're playing a team with almost no defense, and that might totally go out the window. So this is just something to watch for. I actually probably lean towards the over. I think this probably happens today because of that history between them and how well they know each other. So just a word of warning, not to go trust like an 0-7 at home on an under just because you see a great stat. There is probably more at play.
All right. You said probably twice. Are you doing it or are you not doing it?
Oh, am I officially taking it?
Are you? Yeah, you keep saying probably. I can't live in the world of probably.
Okay. That's fair. I'll put my money where my mouth is. Let's take the over on the Austin P game for a small play.
Thank you. Was it that hard? It wasn't that hard.
I tread cautiously sometimes.
Apparently so. All right. Now, St. John's is very Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what they're going to – they want to score, and then they play in their home gym and shoot great, and then they go to the big Madison Square Garden, and they can't hit a shot. Well, until Zack.
Yeah, St. John's, this team got their first cover yesterday at Madison Square Garden since before COVID started in March 2020. But they're a team you want to watch because they play 3 or 4 games a year linked to Madison Square Garden. So they're going to go back there in 3 weeks for the conference tournament. They have Julian Champagny, one of the best players in college basketball. He's a spotlight player. So you want to see if they can get some momentum building. They've had so many close losses. Villanova, they came back from 20 points, almost tied that game late. Yesterday against UConn, they had their chances, still lost by 3 points, but I still think there's a chance for them. They played well without Pasha Alexander yesterday. I want to see them get some momentum because they could get a streak going and possibly get an at-large seed because they've played these Big East teams tight.
Yeah, I always want to bet the over, and they always set it at that 151 number or 152, and it just seems like 2 or 3 points too high, so I never do it. And then the one time I don't do it, they go to 170 or 180. All right, our man Chad, by the way, I forgot to give the update to everybody because everybody's been waiting with bated breath. Chad did pay me last night. So he's back in my good graces.
Okay.
I forgot. It was the one thing I forgot. A shout out to Pooh Bear, Kelsey, Ben, and Chad for all coming on the watch party last night live for the first time ever. So Chad in the chat just said, Patterson is a chip off the old block, as in cashing blocks of tickets at the pay window. We need a little zip. From Chip.
A little bit of
I
zip.
love when you do this.
Yeah, I know you love it. All right, so
I love it.
Storyline for tonight is something that we're going to look at big Monday, but we are also going to be tracking it the rest of the regular season. Oklahoma State ineligible for the postseason. That means they've got 6 games left, and you are going to dance this fine line, this emotional, mental tightrope of do they care or do they not care? At what points in the season will they be treating it like their Super Bowl? And at what points in the season is it just human nature to be a little bit more checked out? Their numbers have given us a little bit of a mixed bag. They have good wins, they have bad losses, and it's going to be a really interesting storyline, and it plays into one of my college hoops picks for tonight.
As a former college basketball player myself, if I just had 6 games left with no postseason in my future, there would be high-scoring games. Defense would be, and I would just want to score as much as possible. I don't know what your picks are. I haven't even looked at them yet, but that's how I would approach the game as a player. All right, let's get into our board for the day. One play from SportsLine, and we had easily, in the history of SportsLine, our biggest week ever. I don't think that's a coincidence. But if you're not a SportsLine member yet, what in the world are you doing? Use the promo code EDGE. 30 days for free. Right now, you have access to all my cappers, like the 4 I've got on the show today, all the simulations, everything. All right? So today, we're going to go Blazers, Bucks, under 8 Eastern. They throw the ball up. Under 231.5 in our simulations. This cashes 73% of the time. The Blazers are a mess. CJ McCollum is gone. They can't score. The Bucks are playing great. They're also playing defense. Translation, let's go under. All right. So I really had to think hard about the order of the cappers today because I want everybody to be in a fresh space. I want everybody to be, understand that this is day one. So Jay Smooth, I have so much faith in you, and you're our college basketball guy. So today on the show, despite the fact that Chip is here, you get the first spot. What do you got?
What an honor. Oh, man, I'm choking up at
Damn.
All right, let's get into it. So, yeah, really appreciative of the spot, but it's all about the picks, right? So I'm going to actually go right to some, in a M-squared fashion, I'm going right to the day game. We don't get a lot of college basketball day games, but they're coming. They're on their way, I promise. UNC Wilmington is playing William and Mary today. A lot of Wills in that one. But this is an interesting game because UNC Wilmington is on fire. I think they've covered 12 of their last 13 games in conference play. They are covering everything they touch. Ken Pom has them ranked as one of the luckiest teams in the nation. So there's a lot to go off of here. Are they lucky? Are they actually playing really well? I think that their momentum is legit. William and Mary probably is not going to be able to keep up with them at home. In fact, Wilmington played this William and Mary team and beat them by 22 only a week and a half ago. So I'm going to go right back to it. -13, -12.5. You can find them both out there. I really like this strong UNCW team to keep the ball rolling. Go ahead and lay the points with them. And then I'm going to go ahead and take an underdog, SC State +3 against Morgan State. I really am not a fan of Morgan State. I see them as a bottom 25 team in the country. I do not think this should be a plus point scenario. I have it closer to a pick 'em. So we're getting a lot of points. I like the full possession, right? We love getting that magic 3 number so that if they at least lose by a full possession, a bucket, we still win. So yeah, I'm going to go take SC State to get that done +3.
Larry does a good job of getting guests on the show that really, do you think, because you keep talking about Ken Pom, do you think you get Ken on the show? Because it seems like he knows a lot.
He's the guy, man. It's very interesting with analytic college basketball. A lot of time, it's all about beating his numbers, beating his projections, because he can often set the lines early. A lot of opening lines are set by his systems. So,
I was actually joking.
Oh, my bad. I can't tell sometimes.
Ken Pom's not a real name, right? That's like the company name, right? It's not a real person.
No, it's Ken Pomeroy.
No, it's a person.
Ken Pom.
Yeah,
that's the joke's on me. The joke's on me then. Every time I read Ken Pom, it's all one word. I didn't know that. Oh,
it's
Ken
his
Pom,
name.
My
Ken
apologies.
Pomeroy.
Yeah.
Damn, I did not know that. Okay, the joke's on me.
Shouts to Ken Pomeroy. He has helped a lot of us.
No kidding.
Our mind right. Yeah.
Maybe we should get him on the show. Maybe.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Damn, I'm an idiot.
No, it's all good, Coach.
That got a backfire.
It feels like it's just another the model, Is it a real person? Is it someone he's just talking about? Like he's real though.
I know. It's like when your friends ask you if you really know me. You're like, no, I don't really know, Coach. All right. Now, next up, I don't like making this man ever wait because he's just bursting with the energy. Chip, you're up.
All right, we got 3, so we're going to roll through them pretty quickly. I mentioned Oklahoma State. What do I think they will find as they go into Allen Fieldhouse to play Kansas? A lot of motivation. And, Coach, you mentioned that maybe the defense would be down. Mike Boynton has a team that can get up and down the court. So I'm going to be tackling this over, but it falls into something that has been a unique thread with the Jayhawks throughout the entire season. Kansas's defense is not up to the usual Bills self-standard. In fact, currently they rank number 40 in defensive efficiency, according to Ken Palm. And that would be the lowest rating for Kansas in the last 4 seasons if that holds. And what that's led to is a lot of over tickets. The over is cashing 64% of the time with Kansas. So with the Oklahoma State motivation and Kansas being a good over team, I'm going to keep that going. Let's stay in the Big 12. Let's go to the octagon of doom. I think that Kansas State is going to be able to cover the short number against West Virginia. West Virginia is really backsliding. And while Kansas State hasn't given us all the results, I like this team. They're not super talented, but they're competitive. They got wins against Texas, wins against Texas Tech. They lost at West Virginia earlier, but they did cover the spread. That was one of many one-possession losses that have gone the wrong way for Bruce Weber's team. I just think the Wildcats are going to be able to win this one comfortably. And finally, the real sicko play. Like, I apologize in advance, and I promise I don't root for bricks, and I don't root for divorce, and I don't root for all the bad things to happen to people. But Virginia and Virginia Tech play games at the just slowest pace possible. This is number 358 and number 343 in adjusted tempo. We are talking about the 4% slowest basketball teams in the entire country. And 4 times since Mike Young arrived at Virginia Tech, the Virginia Tech Hokies and Virginia Cavaliers have played in the regular season. Those totals have been 106, 116, 109, and 104. So 120 is too many daggum points. I mean, you're just going to watch out there. It's going to be pass, screen, pass, screen, pass, screen, backdoor cut, brick, pass, screen. I mean, it's just so methodical, so slow. So you might have to hold your nose. You might have to cover your eyes, but go under the 120.
The last time we saw totals like that was Maestro at the JCC in his men's league. 54-52 hardcore. Oh, man. And having the double ankle braces on as well, I might add.
They'll be on tonight. Big game tonight.
We're back at it. We're back at it tonight.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Now, we're not to the Maestro yet. You know where he always sits. So, Zack Attack. I know that your strong suit, what you really love to do more than anything, is find a small college with value and with an edge. And I know you got one for us today. Floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm going right to it. I'm not going to overthink this play. Fairfield -6 against Canisius. At one point, Fairfield was 8-3 on the year. They're 2 games below 500 right now. But what I like in this spot, they play a legitimate 9-man rotation. 8 of them play 17 minutes or more. The 9th man, I think he plays about 12 minutes. That can wear down a team like Canisius. They already have a win over them, 6-point victory on December 3rd. And they're playing okay right now. They're coming off beating Niagara, beat them by 20 points. And what I don't like about Canisius is they are 0-13 on the road. And they're setting you up here to back them. They've had single-digit losses on the road in their last 4, played Monmouth tight, lost by 5, played a couple of close losses on the road against Ryder and Siena, and then they just lost by a point to Marist. So that's a setup right there. I'm not going to fall for it. I think Fairfield gets through again and gets the cover at -6.
We are not falling for it, not even close to falling for it. No. You can't get us with those. All right. Now we've arrived. And if you are brand new to the show, if somebody told you, hey, you got to check out this early edge show. And last night, Chad was very eloquent about how one of his friends told him, and he tried this new little show and to where it's grown at today. So in this little show that's now big, there's only one spot at the end. And this spot is the Maestro. In fact, we might make I don't know, maybe a nameplate or something. But this is his spot, and when he's on the show, he always goes last. So Maestro, all the respect. It's yours.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm going to go to Davidson laying the points against Duquesne. Davidson has been a terrible covering team. In fact, 5 straight home games they have failed to cover. They have not covered big numbers. But Duquesne, you have to read some of these quotes from Coach Keith Dambrat. This guy is really at a loss. He basically said, my team doesn't believe it can win right now. My team refuses to pass the ball. My team is not tough. My team has taken body blows. He said, I don't even want to watch it. He's like, I'm sick of watching this. They have lost 9 straight. They just lost by 11 to Fordham, and Fordham didn't have their leading scorer. That was at home. Here's the other thing. Duquesne gives up 39% from deep. That's 352nd in the country. What does Davidson do? Well, the starters shoot over 40% from deep. They shoot 50% overall as a team. They're coming off a bad shooting performance at Rhode Island. They shot 38% from the field, 25% from deep. That is not Davidson. This is a get-right spot. I'm laying the points.
Can you imagine being a player and your coach says that about you and your team? Can you imagine that? I don't know how.
I couldn't believe when I was reading the quotes, and I was actually curious, Coach, how would you feel, if your college coach says, my team doesn't believe it can win right now?
Well, if that would be okay. If he says, I don't believe my team can win right now, that would be a completely different story. But if he says the players don't believe, that would be probably accurate.
It'd
but
be a
if he
challenge,
says he doesn't,
right?
yeah, 100%. That'd be a challenge, 100%. But if the coach says he doesn't believe he can win, that's an issue because that's not good coaching. All right, we were up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, and it looks absolutely glorious. I actually had a guy scream at me on the street in L.A., glorious, coach. It was awesome. It was fantastic. I love when people do that because that means they really know the show. All right. Maestro is on Davidson -13. J Smooth, 2 plays today. UNCW -13. SC State +3. There is afternoon basketball today. Don't get shut out. Get the plays in on time. Then Zack Attack Fairfield -6. Chip Patterson. We're going to go KU, Oklahoma State over. K-State -3. And then Virginia Tech. I got a very good tip from a very established sports bettor in LA this week. He said, if you ever bet unders, never watch the game. Never watch the game. I was like, why haven't I been doing that all along? I hate unders. Everybody knows that. But I got to bet them sometimes.
It puts hair on your chest. It puts hair on your chest to sweat that out. It just burns. I understand, but it is growth.
Hey, Chip, J Smooth isn't there yet in life. Let's not talk about hair on the chest, okay? Let's not talk about hair on the chest. All right. Also from the site, Blazers, Bucks under 231.5. And then the jeweler put together something very, very tasty today. We're going to go Davidson from the Maestro. We're going to go Bucks under from the site. And then Kraken. Normally, we don't play Seattle on the ice, but we're going to play them on the puck line. So +1.5. They can still lose by a goal, and we would cash +545. I told you today is day one. We're starting over. We're starting fresh. So I assume that all of you at home will start fresh with us. Follow us at SportsLine. Follow all of my cappers for any updates to any new shows we will have coming out heading into March Madness. We're here for you 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and we're ramped. Tell all your friends that there's only one thing left to do, and you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these basketball tickets and hockey tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. Chip, J Smooth, Zack Attack, Maestro, and of course, our executive producer, the jeweler, puts it all together here at the brand. I am the coach. There's only one place you need to be every single day. If you want to get your day started right, it's right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.